When it comes to your precious photos, there is nothing more tragic than realizing your photos are degrading or your digital files are losing detail. So it's worth considering how long your photos are going to last and what you can do to keep them the best for longer, as these are your precious memories. Hi, I'm Amanda Littlecott, the photo organizer, and I'm all about helping you preserve and share your precious photo and video memories without getting overwhelmed. If you're looking to rediscover life's special moments and protect them for future generations, then be sure to subscribe and click that bell to be notified every time I release a new video. When it comes to how long your photos are going to last, it is really variable, but it depends mostly on a few key areas. The process being used for developing your printed photos, as some of them are more stable than others. Also, what environment have they been kept in and where are they now, which can affect both printed and digital. Have they been in the heat or damp? Those sticky magnetic albums are not a big fan of heat or damp, so the photos get stuck fast in the album. When it comes to how long your photos will last, there is also a consideration on what you would consider usable. When it comes to digital, it's pretty black or white. It either is or isn't useful. But for printed, there is the option of restoration if you have the patience. Black and white prints. Black and white prints can live up to hundreds of years. The process used to develop them tended to be more stable and permanent, and were processed on high-quality acid-free paper. But the environment is the biggest danger to these photos. And I'm not just talking about the external environment. There's also the immediate environment, like glue damage from being stuck into albums or just being shoved in a box. Colour prints. Colour prints tend to have a shorter lifespan than their older black and white cousins, because the dyes will tend to fade over time. The blue layer tends to fade faster, so you end up with a red-green photo mess. The most common issue is the paper used from the 1950s to the 90s was not very stable or hard-wearing, so they degrade quickly over time, especially when sandwiched in the plastic of those photo albums where the acids in the plastic are attacking your photos. However, there is one hardy format from that area. The slides on Kodachrome are actually really hard-wearing, so those old slides that you have hanging around are probably more likely to survive better than those printed images. Digital images. Digital images aren't going to degrade or fade in the same way that printed images will, but most importantly, you need to make sure you have them properly backed up. And if that backup is an external hard drive, it's kept in a place that's not going to be exposed to extreme temperatures or damp. But another consideration is actually the file formats, as they can become quickly obsolete. Just remember when CDs and DVDs were the big thing, and now it's really hard to find a computer with a CD drive. And then let's not mention the floppy disk. So the best thing to do is to keep it on the best and newest media to keep those formats up to date. This may all seem like bad news, but there are some things that you can do to keep your photos safe and keep them fresh for longer. It's all about the storage. The best thing to do is to keep your images where you would be comfortable. Don't leave them in a cold, damp, dark basement or attic. You wouldn't like it, so they won't either. For printed, if they are albums, unless they are museum quality acid-free pages, the best thing you can do is to take those photos out of the albums and store them in museum quality acid-free boxes. For digital, the added extra is to test your external hard drives regularly. Don't just stick them in a drawer for 3 years and expect them to magically work when you need them. I'm just saying. And remember, those external hard drives will only last 3 to 5 years. There you have it, how long your photos will last and how to keep them lasting longer. What other tips can you share about keeping your photos lasting for longer? I would love to hear them in the comments below. Are you struggling to actually start organising your photos and videos? Don't know where to start? I have put together a simple, straightforward, quick start guide to organising your photos and videos that can be accessed through the link below. So click through and I will see you there. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead with a like and a share, and don't forget to subscribe. Have fun rediscovering your memories. I'll see you in my next video.